Our next company presenting is Property Assistant Limited. Now, Property Assistant is a unique online real estate marketing and management system. I'll let Damien talk more about it. Please welcome to the stage the CEO, Damien Hickey.
Hi, so I'll talk to you about Property Assistant. The problem in the real estate market that we've identified that we have a solution to is that agents produce a lot of marketing data, but they don't see any value in it and they don't use it. So what we help them to do is, what we're planning to help them to do and what we're testing in manual terms and moving to beta at the moment is helping the property industry move from cottage-style marketing, non-scientific, non-replicable marketing, to maths and science-based marketing. So agents produce a lot of data. They use a lot of channels to get their properties seen by purchasers. They don't know very much about it. They're basically salespeople, and very few of them have any formal marketing training, let alone marketing degrees. So what we're doing, I'll back up a little bit and explain how we got here. Just serendipitously, I was having a conversation with an extremely successful real estate agent who said that part of his success he attributes to changing the images inside realestate.com.au on a cyclical basis. And then he admitted his wife actually did it for him. So if you look at this property that's up here, there's one image there, there's another image here, and another image. No real estate agent at the moment really actually knows which one sells the property better. But what James Calianiotis, our property advisor, and just by the way, James has sold $5.9 million of property in the last month, and he works 3 days a week. He's sold 60 properties in the last year. So he's extraordinarily successful, and he pounces on these ideas, and he attributes this to increasing his calls to him between 5 and 10%. So he yet still doesn't know which one gets the best response. But what we're doing is we're going to bring science to this. So using the APIs that are already available through Domain and realestate.com.au, testing to see which images supply the best results, which titles for properties supply the best results, and which property descriptions supply the best results. And then using maths further to start in a second stage to start to suggest to agents the best approach to marketing a property. So I won't run through this video because it is a bit too much, but this is a slide from a video that we produced that sold a property in a week. The purchaser didn't actually view the property. They bought it on the back of the video. This property had been sitting there for quite some time. Produced a video, sold it. Now, this is all anecdotal at the moment. People know from other industries that video sells. There have been no actual legitimate studies about the effect of the use of of videos in comparison to images in the real estate industry. But our use of it and James's benefits that he's received, he's vouching for this to be an extremely successful approach. And the difference between what we're doing and other people in the market is that by having a scientific approach towards what we're doing, we'll actually be able to capture the best type of video for a particular property to sell to a particular type of purchaser in that area. So the core features of what we're doing are portal listing management, production of property videos, and then ancillary areas around it, print ads and brochures, and again applying the same sort of approach to that. The technology we've already built, the workflow system. I also run a second company, Gentler, which is a successful top tech company. We build workflow systems, online large-scale workflow systems, and so we built a workflow system for the commodification of the creation of video. We're beta testing it now with some agents in Brisbane. Later on, as I mentioned, that we'll be expanding into predictive tools, actually training the engine to work out what the best approach for marketing a property is. So we're not talking about 20% improvements, etc., etc. We're talking about tiny incremental improvements from different approaches that we take, adding up to substantial, tangible benefits for agents. About us, James, as I've mentioned, is a highly successful agent. He's founded his own real estate agency in the past. He knows what sells real estate. He knows how to run these sorts of programs, and so he's come on as our chairman. Myself, my strong background in running a software tech company, We have a rep on the board who's good on print. We think we can disrupt printing in the real estate industry somewhat. Michael Mullins came through with Peplin. If you remember, Peplin was a very successful biotech company, and Russell Burster also from our company. So some of the customers, just to get a feel for the sorts of people that we work for now, we build, as I say, complex large-scale workflows. So for us, this is basically just another workflow. For all the other players in the market, this is a video solution they're trying to produce. They're video companies. They're not going to survive in comparison to a company that does this from a tech perspective. Progress we've made, we have the contractual framework in place between Gentler and Property Assistant to license the technology. We're beta testing. I can't say this, I'm quite frustrated. I can't talk about the deal that we're just about to make, which will have a very secure path to market. Thanks very much. Via an extremely large service provider here in Australia, and also a portal that we'll be taking this to market through. But if this sparks your interest, I would say in a week or a couple of weeks we'll have a term sheet in place which will secure our path to market. And you're welcome to talk to me now, but also keep us on your radar if it does keep your interest, and we'll talk further down when this announcement about the term sheet comes through. The size of the market, it's really quite extraordinary. $12 million a year in optimisation, $120 million a year in video. This is where it's going to be in a few years. We've had this validated by large-scale real estate companies. We're looking to raise $1.8 million. We've raised $90,000 just to seed this so far for a 20% equity. We've got all of the detailed financials available. We've been modelling this and being very conservative. We're talking not about a 50% take-up of the market, but something like 16% to get an extremely good return. So the results for vendors and agents, it'll be faster sales. James is already experiencing this by using our service. Higher levels of marketing activity, the vendors being happier, vendors understanding what marketing's being made, reporting back to vendors, closing some of the loops that are open at the moment and some of the dissatisfaction that occurs in the sale of property, and higher and better portal usage. So if you're interested, you can contact me. I'll be around, or Andrew Hewlett's our designated contact, but he couldn't be here today for our raising. Thank you very, very much.